Hello everyone, Ryan here. For this week's lawn video, I decided to do something just a little bit different. I'm going to show you how to shampoo the lawn. And yes, you heard that correctly. I'm going to be taking this and putting it on the lawn. Of course, we're going to be mixing it in this and spraying it out onto the yard, and I'll show you how to do that here in just a few minutes. Now, you might be asking yourself, what would be the reason to do this? And as part of this baby shampoo, there's something in here called a surfactant. Now, you can do all the reading and research that you'd like to do on that, but the long and the short of it is basically it's going to help the water penetrate farther and deeper into the soil. So in turn, we're going to be able to use the water more efficiently. We're not going to have to water as much. The grass is going to be a little bit healthier because it's going to grow thicker roots down deeper. And also, it's going to help with compaction of the soil. So does it matter what kind of shampoo you use? Well, that's a good question. Some people have used just regular Johnson & Johnson baby shampoo. That's usually what people use. I happen to find this, which had basically the same ingredients. It's a Walmart brand, and it was like $2 for this whole bottle. If you use something like a Dawn or a dishwashing liquid, you just want to make sure that you don't have an antibacterial kind. That's going to take away all the organic stuff happening in your soil, or at least it's going to hinder it a little bit, and we don't want to do that. Just a regular baby shampoo would be best. Again, I found this at Walmart. You can find Johnson & Johnson pretty much anywhere if you want to go with that. So let's go ahead and show you how to do this. So here we have a Gilmore hose end sprayer. You can get these on Amazon, or a lot of local stores also carry them. What we're going to do is we're going to fill this up with some soap, and then we're going to fill the rest of it to the top. Now, how much do we want to use? Well, the recommended rate would be 3 ounces per 1,000 square feet. The area that I'm going to show you on my yard, I've measured it out, and I know that's right around 2,000 square feet. So if we want to put down 3 ounces per 1,000 square feet, I'm going to put 6 ounces in here, and then I'm going to fill the rest of the top with water, and then we'll spray it. Okay, so this is my first year really doing this on my yard. I've read about it for a while on a couple of lawn forums, and I thought I'd give it a try. They said anywhere between 3 and someone tried 50 ounces per 1,000 square feet of this soap. So you don't have to be overly careful with how much we're putting on, but a good place to start would be that 3 ounces per 1,000 square feet. I'm going to fill this up with water, and then I will show you how to spray it. Okay, so I have a hose laid out in the yard here to kind of signify half of my backyard, which I again said is right around 2,000 square feet. So when we're spraying, you're going to kind of have to figure out how fast you're going to have to walk. Now, you could do this without any soap in the container, and you could just go ahead and walk through the yard with just water in the sprayer and figure out kind of the speed that you have to go to get an even coverage. So I've done this before a couple times with soap. We're going to go ahead now and give this a shot again. So here's about how much I have left. I was close. I walked just a little bit faster than I should have. Some of these areas down in here that I know are a little drier, I'll just go hit those again. Not a big deal at all. So that's pretty much all there is to it. We took 6 ounces out of here, we put it on the yard. One thing to also say is you want to do this before you're either going to irrigate, or preferably maybe if there's going to be some decent amount of rain coming. So I'm going to go ahead and set up my sprinklers to go ahead and water this sometime early in the morning, somewhere around 5 a.m., maybe something like that. That's usually about the time that I water. That's the video for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.